Hello. Again, hello. My name is Drake, and this is Touching the Edge. And this is the 40-day invitation to genius. And so here we are today with only 13 days left of our 40 days. And so we really want to really find that urgency. And so today I want to talk about a subject that feels contradictory, but I love contradictory subjects. To me, the human mind doesn't deal well with elements that are contradictory. If we know one element is true, we can't deal with the fact that the opposite is also true. And then one of those elements I would like to talk about today in relationship to this subject, this ongoing exploration of genius, is that realization that genius is eternal. Genius is eternal for a while. Genius is eternal for a while. And so I know that sounds contradictory, but I feel like it's true, and I'd like to just touch base as to why. The reason I feel like it is true is that genius is eternal. When we look at really truly great works as an example, really truly great acts of genius, many of the works by great musicians, people like Prince, or great musicians throughout the ages, Sam Cooke, change is gonna come. That sounds just as powerful now as the day it was recorded. A lot of the Bob Dylan great classics still are unbelievably explosive now when we really, really, truly listen to them. We find that through works throughout history. Works of genius are eternal. Even athletic moments of genius that are recorded are eternal. Athletic moments of genius that other people see are still recorded within their consciousness, even if they don't actually have the images to refer to. That's the way it is with great moments in our life. So genius is eternal in that sense. Now, in another way, genius is also extremely ephemeral, very, very quickly shifting. Genius is only there for a while. Even with people who have great abilities, they only can access them for a while. They can't always connect with that genius that flows through them in the way that it did before. And so, as such, genius can never define us because genius can leave and will leave before we know it. Michael Jordan can't do what he used to be able to do on the basketball court. There was a point where, as an example, Prince was not able to put out the unbelievable hits that he'd had at earlier points of his career. There may be lots of reasons why. We may be able to put up high quality work that other people don't recognize. But my point is that we only have access to genius for a while, and so it's important for us to not take it for granted. Every era of our life has its own unique relationship to genius. Genius for you now, if you're in your, as an adult or whatever age you might be, is not the same as it was for you when you were a teenager. There's different relationships to it now. There are certain ways that I was wiser at 28 than I am now, and certain ways that I'm wiser now than I was at that time. And so I really want to recognize that there has to be some urgency to the exploration of genius, because if we don't really step up to it, if we don't add a little heat to the chemistry, so to speak, we will lose the opportunity to access it in this era of our life. And of course, this is the area that we are really truly needing it the most. This era of our lives right now is the time that we are born for. So let's step up and add some urgency to it. Recognize that the work you do to access your genius will create something eternal. There's something about you that remains, something that is always the case. And it's time for us to really step up because we need it now and we don't want to lose the opportunity to receive it. So thank you for your time. Thank you for exploring genius with me. Please continue to write elements that strike you about this conversation and inform us as to what genius means to you and how we can continue to expand on our relationship to it. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. Here we go. A lot of times when people feel that they don't have forever, they feel a little desperation. I want to encourage the opposite. Knowing that we don't have as much time as we would like makes us really step up to the time that we have. I bring my hands into prayer position and I bow to you because I know that you are a genius. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.